of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Blazers will put total leather to crank us up. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. A first down for the offense. Handoff to the single running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. Hard running there. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And the try is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Blazers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollack.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Off-play action on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Wang. Dumps it to the back. Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against the safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB, knew exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it up.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Red pass, it's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw it again. Going deep. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Wang. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Quarterback checking off. Back to the air one more time. Unloads to the wideout. Balls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Blazers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, going to the air. Shoots it to the left. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
To the air, it's Chambers. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On the move, he fires. He makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Swings it out to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Looking to move the chains. Here comes Memphis on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Offense getting set for first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First down here for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Wang. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Back to throw, it's Wang. Quarterback adapting. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. They get to the line quickly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Unloads it left. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense in press coverage. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He'll call for the fair catch here. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now he's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
A quick pass to the left. Tackled immediately after the catch.
My old coach said, "Don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain."
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. It's complete to the right. Delivers to contact. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Open space at the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Feeling some heat. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Right back to the well. Running with power. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
This running back just don't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Quarterback will audible. To throw, it's Wang. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Off the play fake on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
From the gun, looking for a man. Coming after him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback keeps it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Okay, ready?
Here comes the two-point try.
Cut it, cut it. Lasso, lasso,
Pushes ahead. And they'll knock him down.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that two-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Finds his man. It's De La Rosa. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Wang trying to get to him. Flips it out to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. And the Blazers are in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught behind the line. It's De La Rosa. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Wang. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The Blazers get enough to move the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UAB! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look, just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. On his feet at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Looking for the end zone. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Well, I think sometimes on 1st and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They scored a touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The running back has it. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Wang. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Now on 2nd down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.